You can kind of sometimes feel like, oh, you know, that's how Jane Birkin would wear her bag kind of thing. But I'm not the type of person who likes to purposely put wear and tear on their bags, even though I know that's really trendy at the moment. Because to be honest, if you look at like Miu Miu's recent bags and even like the latest Chanel classic flap that's completely destroyed, it is actually cool to put wear and tear into your bags at the moment, if you guys have noticed. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Jess. So today I watched a video from Amelia Rose Closet, and I'll link Amelia below, and it really inspired me to make this video about my experiences with wear and tear on my bags and how it affected me emotionally. And guys, let me know, do you get a little distraught when you start seeing wear and tear on your bags? And does it almost make you want to sell the bag? Or are you somebody who wants to kind of just use your bag and you kind of enjoy when you see a scratch on your bag kind of thing? Because I think it all depends on your mindset, how you kind of look at it. And anyways, Amelia's video, she talked about how she got her mini Kelly from the boutique, and it's something that she waited for several years. It's this gorgeous, oh my gosh, so cute, you guys. It's in the color Moutard, and it's a gorgeous mini Kelly. Anyway, check out Amelia's video. She wore it with jeans, and the jeans color transferred a little bit onto the back of the bag. And obviously this made her feel, oh gosh, like maybe she's affected the resale value, even though she doesn't plan to sell it. It's just like, I guess as a handbag collector, you like to have your things nice and you like to keep them in this good condition, especially when it's something very expensive, you know, something like a mini Kelly that on the resale market can fetch, oh gosh, like over 30,000 Australian dollars sometimes. So to put wear and tear on a bag like that can be like, it can be like, oh, I shouldn't have done that kind of thing. So I understand where Amelia is coming from, even though she doesn't want to resell this bag. Although I will say, in Amelia's case, it's not that noticeable. So yes, Amelia, your bag is still beautiful. So yes, but I wanted to share times that I've wrecked my bag and how it made me feel. So when I was first getting into luxury, actually, I purchased on eBay and I authenticated it and everything. So it was authentic, a medium puzzle bag in this gorgeous pink color. It was this beautiful like pink, and it looked like the previous owner hadn't worn it much at all. And I was so stoked to get this bag. This was well before I had a YouTube channel. And the first time I wore this like kind of oversized denim coat with it. And it was a really cool coat, by the way, but I wore it crossbody with this like dark denim coat. And when I took my bag off, because I bought it to work, when I took it off, I noticed all this blue color transfer all over it. And I was like, oh my God. And my colleague was like, get a white eraser, like start using a white eraser on it and like erase all the color transfer off your bag. So I like full panicked, you guys. And I ended up getting a cloth and some water and it came off. There was still some color transfer on it. And I used a white eraser, but I found the white eraser to be quite abrasive. But anyway, I got most of the color transfer off, but I was like, oh my gosh, like, what the hell? Like, I just got blue all over my new bag. That still cost me like over $1,000 at the time, I think. And anyways, then the next day I wore the bag again and I went into a department store, and you know how you can just spritz perfumes on yourself or like try a little sample? So I was on my lunch break and I went to Maya, I think, or David Jones, and I spritzed like some perfume onto me, and I was wearing my Loewe puzzle, and it got the perfume got onto the strap, and the edge paint was black, and because I spritzed it, the black of the edge paint like spread onto it bled onto the middle of the strap, and I was like, oh my God, like I wrecked my bag again. And I really couldn't get that off because it's like the edge paint had like bled onto the strap because the alcohol and the perfume had kind of like spread the ink over. Oh my God. So this was like within the first week of buying like one of my first ever designer bags. Like this was one of my first designer bags actually that cost me over $1,000. And I remember thinking like, I really shouldn't be buying designer bags. Like I've already ruined it. And I ended up actually selling it because I bought it for a really good deal. I got it for like, yeah, like $1,000 or something. You guys know puzzle bags are now almost $6,000 now in the store. But yeah, I ended up selling it, I think, for like 1.5 or something. So I actually made money selling that, but I was like, I can't deal with this bag. Like, it's light pink. I'm going to get more color transfer on it. And for a few years, I only bought black bags from that point because I was like, I can't be trusted with colorful bags. Fast forward to now, I have several bags in colors, which honestly, guys, if you're worried about color transfer, black is the only bag that is safe. Like today, I'm wearing these dark denim jeans, as you can see, and this is going to color transfer onto any bag that I wear, because what I do to check if it's going to color transfer, I get a white towel and I rub it on my jeans, and then if blue rubs onto the towel, that's how you know it's going to color transfer. So yes, it has happened to me several other times where I got color transfer on my bags, and sometimes I could get it off and sometimes I couldn't. So I'm just a bit more careful with that. But over the years, I've come to kind of like accept other wear and tear that I get on my bags, because I am a little bit more of a particular person with my bags. I don't like to put wear and tear into the bags, because also I do sometimes think like, what if I want to sell it in the future? And you just never know. And I think for me, in my case in particular, I'm somebody who likes to rotate their collection a lot. Like I like to try new bags, and I don't like to have like over 30 handbags. So because of that, I like to sell my bags on. And yeah, I guess that's why I always think I don't want to put too much wear and tear into my bags, just in case I want to sell it. However, although I'm more careful with my bags these days, and I'm aware of like what can cause the wear and tear, I also feel like sometimes it's okay to be all right with some wear and tear. Like there are some of my bags which I've really worn a lot, and the thing is, if you wear your bags, it will show signs of wear eventually, even if you are careful. So, you know, bags like my Lindy bag, this one, it's not that obvious, but it's actually starting to fade. Also, some wear and tear can kind of fade over time, which is really good. Because like, I don't know how I did this, guys, but this has like kind of like a subtle, you can't really see it anymore, but it has like a subtle like oil stain or something here. And I think it's because I put hand lotion on my hand and then I picked up my bag and it left this big like patch, like a dark patch like under here. You really can't see it as much anymore. I think it's kind of faded out, but remember when that happened, I was like, what the hell, Jess? Like, why did you do that? And it's really easy to do. I mean, like hand oil, even hand sanitizer can really destroy a bag. Guys, I have a lot of bad luck with the puzzle bag, because also like 1 or 2 years ago, I had a puzzle bag with a little, it was from the Studio Ghibli collection. And one of my colleagues, I don't know how they did this, they must have dropped an ink pen and it splurted everywhere, and a big blob of ink got right into the center of my puzzle bag, and that ink was like impossible to get out. And I ended up having to take it to a bag spa, and they got most of it out, but I could still see the little bit of the ink there, and it really pissed me off. Like, I guess because I was angry that someone else wrecked my bag, but I ended up selling that bag as well. And it was still in totally wearable condition, but I think I was just like angry that happened to my bag, and that's why I couldn't wear it anymore. So I can kind of sympathize with Amelia kind of being, even though you can hardly see the mark on her bag, I can understand why it might bother her a little bit. But yeah, I'm the same in that sense, because sometimes if something particular happens to my bag, I feel like I need to sell it, because I'm like, oh, it's just so annoying. But I think, yeah, but that was right in the center of the bag too. So yeah, things can happen. Life happens. And even, you know, you might be as careful as you want to be, but then someone else might come along with an ink pen and just get pen all over your bag. But there are ways to repair these things. Sometimes you can't repair them like perfectly. I think with things like ink, it can be a little hard unless they kind of top it up with some, like retouch it with some, paint or something. Even like the other day, I was wearing my red Kelly and I noticed that, you can't really see it anymore. Maybe I got like 2 huge scratches on the top here. And things like Epsom leather and Courchevel, you can't really repair it. Once you get these like deep scratches into it, it's really hard to repair. Unlike things like Box and Swift, which you can kind of repair the scratch, other leathers, it's quite hard. Like, there's a lot of things that actually you can't repair the damage, and that can be annoying. However, I think you can look at it as well as, oh, well, now that's my bag. That kind of tells a story of that time, and I guess it's also, you can kind of sometimes feel like, oh, that's how Jane Birkin would wear her bag kind of thing. But I'm not the type of person who likes to purposely put wear and tear on their bags, even though I know that's really trendy at the moment. Because to be honest, if you look at like Miu Miu's recent bags and even like the latest Chanel classic flap that's completely destroyed, it is actually cool to put wear and tear into your bags at the moment. If you guys have noticed, I think a lot of people are inspired by Jane Birkin, by Mary-Kate Olsen, like with her Trashed Kelly. Like, that kind of vibe is cool. And actually, I think that's why I've been really enjoying this Victoria bag, because the previous owner really wore it and they got these big scuffs on it. You can see even here it's got a lot of wear and tear here. It's completely slouchy. I've got a bag organizer in it, but it's developed like a bit of a patina actually. I feel like the leather has gone really like lustrous. And sometimes if you really wear your bag, it can get the scratches and look a bit like ugly. But then it kind of actually starts to age really beautifully and it starts to kind of tell a story. So sometimes wear and tear can age gracefully. Sometimes not always, but sometimes it is good to just wear and enjoy your bags, right? So over the years, I've come to accept these wear and tear things that can happen. And sometimes, yes, it does annoy me to the point where I want to sell the bag. But yeah, it is a part, I think, of being a handbag collector and enjoying your handbags. These things are really expensive too, and I think also now, to be honest, I find it hard to pay retail for a bag because the retail prices have gone up so much. I actually feel more comfortable to spend a little less and buy a second-hand bag that does have some wear and tear, because even sometimes if a bag does have a little bit of wear and tear as well, I feel okay to use it a little bit more. I guess I would love to buy a Mini Kelly though, to be honest. If I got offered a Mini Kelly, I would definitely take it. So I'll definitely pay retail for that. But yeah, I think depends on the bag. But yeah, it's just a part of collecting handbags, right? So let me know, guys. Are you somebody who gets a little bit distraught when you get wear and tear on your bag, or are you somebody who really doesn't mind and actually purposely likes to really break in a bag? Because there are people like that too that really want to, like this guy on TikTok who was like stepping on his Birkins. I was like, oh my god, like I would never do that. But yeah, there are, I guess it just depends how you look at it, right? So anyways, thanks for watching my video, and thank you, Amelia, for inspiring me to talk about this topic, and I'll talk to you guys really soon. Bye.